Hello, welcome back to Matt's Coins, part 3 of lot 241 at my local auction. This time we are looking at approximately 250 pennies apparently. So I'm going to dump these out and we'll have a look and see what we got. So as per usual, I'll be going through these, looking for any varieties, any scarcer or even nicer coins. I won't be paying particularly much attention to any Elizabeth ones, apart from checking the date for any 53s. So let's have a look at what we got. It's been a while since I've looked at pennies. We've got 1936, 1963, there's a Victoria, 1896, there's another Elizabeth, 67, 67, 67. There's a 1920, looking for a wide gap between the A and the B. It's not. Another 63. 1900, Victoria of course. There's a 67. 63. 66. There's a 1913. There are varieties on the 1913. I will look at them after the hunt. I will explain all if there's anything to look at in the wrap-up. 1912, looking for that mint mark of course, there isn't one. 1918, again, looking for the mint mark. Heaton or Kings Norton, there isn't one. One for the Mankey pile, I can't even tell. I think it's George VI. 1937. 67. 1916, looking for the recessed ear of course, there isn't one. There's a 67. 36. There's a 1946, looking for the dot or the apostrophe after the E, sadly not. I've found a couple previously, but it'd be nice to find some more. 38. Oh, like a hole to the head. There's a 1921. It looks like the wide gap between the A and the B. There's a 64. There's a 1915 again, looking for that recessed ear. Nope. 1936. 1917. There's an Edward the 7th. 1908. There are varieties on the 08s again. We'll look at them. We'll see what we got. There's another 1908. 1907 this time. It's a 67. 39. 65. 1907 Edward. 67. 1938. And good news, I've just spotted some older Victorian. So there's an 1891. And who knows? Looks to be old though. Or young if you're looking at the effigy. There's 1905. 1963 is that? 65. 1910. 1915. And that is a recessed ear. You can feel it, but the big giveaway, if you look at the colon next to the T in Brit, you can see it almost points to the broken tooth. So they call it the broken tooth variety. It's also called the recessed ear variety. Less common in the 1915, more common in 1916. So first true variety we've been able to find and identify. 1982 is going to be another variety actually. This is the high tide, 1902. Again, not a recessed ear. There's a 67. 1940, looking at the exerg lines, there are two different types. There's the single and the double. And you can clearly see there's two on this 1940. 1948. I haven't done a proper penny hunt in a while, so I'm a bit rusty on some of the varieties now. So it's nice to get some pennies through my hands. I have got an eBay lot on order at the moment, which is a lot of mixed pre-decimal, which I bought because I was getting bored and not having done a good pre-decimal one. I thought I'd get in there and pay too much money for 8.5 kilos, and then this lot comes up. Oh well. And for all the people that have recently subscribed, thank you very much for your subscription. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Now, there is a variety to look out for on the 1945. And basically we're looking for a doubled up 9. With the zoom on the phone, I'm not seeing it, but I will check it on the scope after the hunt. So don't worry, you won't miss out. If it is one, that is. I have found a double 9 in a hunt from this particular auction house previously. 1927. There's a 1913 again. So there is a scarce and rare variety on the 13 that I'll be looking out for. I have done a video on that previously. I'll have to go and watch it myself to remind myself. 1921, large cap. There's a 1931. Imagine that was a 1933. Okay, 1918, no mint mark. 38. 16. Recessed ear. What did I do with the 15? There we are. So, straight away, I can show off two of the recessed ears. 1915, 1916, got the set. I just spotted this Victoria, another 1891. 1967. 1939. 63. Keeping an eye out for the 53s. They say they're only not intended for circulation. I agree with Paul over at Coin Patrol that perhaps there wasn't a number that were for the special packs that were issued in 53, plus a number that were issued for general circulation, because I do find them every now and then in a very circulated condition, and they can all have been ones that were in packs. That's another recessed ear. And I know Paul's done a Freedom of Information request on the mint, but I don't think he's ever got a response so far. There's another 45. Have a zoom in. Doesn't look like it, but yep, once again, I will be checking. Under the scope. It's an 1897, I'm not going to tell. I can just go straight in there actually. 1919, no mint mark. There's another 1945. Again, don't think I can tell. Actually, I am going to briefly go off camera on this one. Okay, I'll put the image on screen. I think this is another 99. Difficult to see on this zoom, but I'll put it under the scope, and I say the image had been on the screen just there. I think that's another 99. If it is, that's a 20. Well, probably about a 25 to 40 pound coin, which more than makes up for what I paid for this particular lot. Let's hope there's a few more. There was just something about that one I just wanted to have a closer look. 1903, please go on, be the open free. No. That made me want to have a closer look at that one, and I'm glad I did, because it certainly looked a bit different. There's another 45, we'll have a look at that one as well. There's 61, lowest minted, other than the 53, of Elizabeth. 1904. Wrong place, that's up there. Another 1916. Another recessed ear. You can clearly see the broken tooth above the colon there. 1936. 63. I might do this one more handful, or maybe two more, because I've got a funny feeling it's going to be this one. And then one more with the wrap up. So at the point where I was looking at being shorter videos to issue to you guys, I'm now going to have an abundance of editing to do. Before these videos, I think I was going to be about just about Christmas time. I think it was 1912 heat and minted. Very, very pronounced rim on this side of the coin. Not so much on that one. That's not bad at all, actually. That may be an upgrade there. Yeah, I was running out of videos. So now I've got myself back in the game. And potentially a doubled 9 1945 to boot. 1917. There's a 67. Right, one more handful, and then it'll be over to the last few handfuls in the next video, followed by the wrap up for this particular series. 1921, large gap. Both are common. There's a 1904. There's a Vicky. No, no date, sadly. 1922. There's varieties on the 22. I'm sure it's the prong on the 22. Like I say, I can't remember, but we'll check it out anyway. There's a 97. Looking for the dot, looking for the high sea level. No, it's low. 65. 66. 38. 67. There's another 13. It's in decent nick as well. That's lovely. 20. It's almost missing its colon dot, but it's close anyway. 1919. 1935, and to finish this one, before we go into the final part, there's a 1927. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave me a comment, and I will see you on the next video.